All right, guys, so I walked you through the example of everything, how I set my sequence up for my landing page, driving the actual traffic. Now, I recommend going ads. We're gonna talk about free and paid traffic here in a second, but I walked you through everything from the landing page, the ad, the sequence, literally the whole business model and how I sell, what I sell, how much money I make on each, obviously, offer, and just giving you an idea of a sequence that you can set up. Now, you might be sitting there asking yourself, okay, I've set my landing page up. I know what to give away for free. I see, what you're doing and I can model mine after it. But how do I get traffic? Because you know that the more traffic you get, ultimately the more leads, and the more leads that you get, the more money, because the more people through your funnel. So the more traffic, the more leads, the more people through your funnel, the more money to you. So you might be asking yourself, okay, how do I get the traffic? How do I get more traffic into my funnel? How do I get more traffic to my landing page so that I can collect more emails? Well, that's a good question. Now, I recommend paid. We're going to talk about that afterwards, but paid scares a lot of people. So first, we'll talk about free. Now, like I said, I recommend going the paid route. You can get leads very, very cheaply, and I'll show you how. And remember, if you're, we'll jump into that in a second. So free, how can you get free traffic? Well, there's a million different ways to get free traffic. You just have to use a little bit of sweat equity. So you're gonna be trading your time for the money, essentially. So instead of spending your money with paid advertising, you're gonna be spending your time to acquire the traffic. So how can you do that? Well, you can do that in a number of different ways. I'm gonna give you 5 examples really fast that I've used in the past that work really well and still work very well today. But like I said, there are millions. Just use your ingenuity, use your entrepreneur, brain, come up with your own things. A couple examples, you could post on forums, so related forums. If you're giving, depending on what you're giving away for free, and obviously take this and tailor it to you. It all depends on the niche and the things that you're giving away, but you can join forums based on what you're giving away. So if you're giving away social media tips, join forums based on growing on Instagram or growing on Facebook, or if you're giving away an SEO cheat sheet and you're selling SEO software and you're pitching affiliate links for SEO products in your email sequence, like I said, it can be anything, doesn't matter, tailor to you. Well, then you're going to join search engine optimization forums, because that's what SEO is if you didn't know. So you can join forums and post in there. You can also join subreddits and post in there. There are related subreddits to literally everything that you can think of. There is a related subreddit to it. On top of that, Facebook groups. You can post in Facebook groups. They're just like subreddits and forums. There are a million different Facebook groups based on anything that you can literally think of. If you have a niche, if you're giving away something free and you've identified a broad enough market where you can give 15 to 20 emails, maybe 10 emails, pitching, giving value based on that, and selling products, then there's a Facebook group on it. I promise you that. Just like there's a subreddit, just like there's a forum. So you're going to join the Facebook groups, you're going to join the subreddits, you're going to join the forums and post in there. The key is with this, don't be too overzealous. You don't just want to jump into these groups and then spam your links in there. Hey, free this, free that, free that. Come over. That's not going to work very well. It will still work, but the best way to do it is ingratiate yourself in these forums. Start talking to people. Don't drop any links. Kind of, get your foot in the door and kind of go there, looking to connect with people. Give value first in these 3 places, and then you can drop your links maybe a week later. And that's how you're going to convert more people in these places. People are very weary of spam, or wary, I don't know what that word is. They're very, standoffish to spam links. So you have to kind of build a relationship with the people in the forums, the people in the subreddits, and the people in the Facebook groups that are related to your niche. Build a relationship in there first. Drop your link about a week later subtly. Basically be like, so if I were doing this specifically, let's say hypothetically I were pitching Instagram products, and my whole funnel was based on Instagram and collecting people through Instagram and giving Instagram tips and Instagram, growth videos and Instagram hacking strategies. And I was pitching affiliate products for Instagram, software, stuff like that to make me money. Well, I would join Instagram groups. I would join Instagram subreddits, and I would join Instagram growth, forums. Instagram growth forums, excuse me. And then what I would do is I would ingratiate myself into those groups. I would talk to a bunch of people, act like I was one of them, level with them, like I'm just somebody trying to grow my Instagram as well, just like they are, because that's what the type of people that are going to be in those groups. And then on top of that, I might say a week later, I might subtly drop like, hey guys, now that I've built a relationship with them, they trust me, they're going to be more receptive to a link that I drop. So I might say, hey guys, I found this cheat sheet, to grow on Instagram. It's perfect, and here's where you can get it. boom, done. And that's your cheat sheet, obviously, in your landing page, but you're doing it subtly. They're not necessarily going to understand that that's yours. It's much different than if you just jump in real fast and drop your link. Everybody's going to know you're just spamming a link to get them to go there. You have to kind of subtly do it. You have to build a relationship slowly. About a week, doesn't take too long, but just go build the relationship first, then drop your link. I can't be more specific about that. I've done this a million times and that works the best. Don't spam your link. I know I've said that a million times and I literally just kind of beat a dead horse with that. Very, very important. I know a lot of people are going to elect to go the free route. This is probably the easiest way on top of the other two I'm going to talk about. Don't spam your links. Moving on. Social media. Social media is a great place to do it. You can obviously, if you have a Facebook, you can post, to your friends and family, try to solicit, people to submit through that way. You can also go, like I said, into the Facebook groups. With social, a great example of this might be to start a Facebook page based on what you're doing. So if I were doing Instagram growth, I would start an Instagram growth Facebook page. I might start posting, statuses and links, videos, pictures, trying to, and hashtagging things. Maybe I'm doing the same thing. I start an Instagram growth Instagram page, an Instagram growth Twitter. I start tweeting at people. I start stuff like that. You can do it. It's very, very free. Social media is free, but you're going to have to spend your time. So it is a currency, time's a currency as well, but you can get free leads from social media. On top of that, another great way to do that is start an Instagram page. This is probably the best way to do it. Let's say you start an Instagram page up here, or an Instagram profile, and it's based on Instagram growth. Bad example because I'm talking Instagram growth on Instagram, but whatever, just to give you an example. And obviously we all know that when people come, there's that bio link, or you have your Instagram bio before all your pictures, when they look, right? So when people come, there's your bio link right here, and you can post your landing page in your bio link, and then obviously everybody that comes to your profile has the opportunity to click your bio link. Now there's a million different ways to generate more traffic to your Instagram. You can do Instagram automation, which is follow liker, like I talked about previously, but Instagram and social media are great ways to do it. Facebook, Twitter, anything, even LinkedIn, whatever. Social media is free, use your judgment. You can generate free leads from social media. My favorite out of all of these now is YouTube. YouTube is great because you can create a video based on something, literally anything. So I can create a video based on Instagram growth tips. And literally everybody that comes to that video is going to be interested in what? Instagram growth tips. Because YouTube is literally the second biggest search engine in the world, behind only Google, and Google owns YouTube. And so for that reason, YouTube's main goal is to keep people on the platform. They want to keep people on the platform so that they can show them more ads and ultimately make more money. YouTube is a business. And so if you keep people on the platform, they've kind of morphed over to suggesting content to people based on their interests. So if you go and create an Instagram growth tips video, well, you can bet that YouTube is going to suggest your Instagram growth tips video to more people that are more interested in Instagram growth and growing on Instagram. YouTube knows everything about you. It knows everything about me. It knows everything about everybody, just like Facebook does. That's why I recommend doing the ads. But if you're on YouTube, you can basically create a video and get free traffic from the second biggest search engine in the world. And everybody that comes to that video is going to be interested in growth tips. And then you can simply say subtly in your video, here's a bunch of Instagram growth tips. Here's 3 tips to grow on Instagram that you might not have heard of. Make a video on it. And then basically say, by the way, if you're interested in my free cheat sheet on Instagram growth, links in the description, and you can get it 100% free. Then guess what? Everybody that comes to the video that's interested in Instagram growth tips, a great number of them are probably going to go into the description, click your link, and because it's free, they're going to submit their email. You can collect a lot of leads like this. I have a YouTube channel. You'll get it at the end of this course if you guys are interested in it. Literally teaches how to make money online, e-commerce, marketing strategies, all sorts of stuff. But guess what? I collect a lot of leads from that YouTube channel because everybody that goes to that YouTube channel is interested in all the stuff that I teach and all the stuff that I sell. So you can use that to your advantage. You can implement that, obviously based on your niche and your products. YouTube's a great place. Social medias are great places. Forums, subreddits, and Facebook groups are also great places to get free traffic. However, I recommend going the paid ad route, the paid route with the paid traffic instead of the free traffic. Free traffic is going to take a little bit longer and you have to spend a lot of time, although it is free, so to speak. You're not spending any money necessarily, but you are spending your time. This is gonna cut your curve faster and you can get traffic so cheap. It's crazy. I don't know why advertising scares people. It used to scare me a little bit until I started doing it, and you learn, just like everything, you know, everybody's brain. That's one thing that's great, to get off tangent for a second. It's one thing that's great about the human brain and just human beings in general, is that your brain is, I don't know why I keep saying brain. Your brain is literally plastic. You can literally, which means it can be shaped, it can be molded. Doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter where you come from, you can learn and master anything. And so literally the more I've done ads, the more I started to understand and master them. It's super simple, and it's super cheap because everybody's scared of them. So I recommend going the paid route too. If you're willing to spend a little bit of money. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can spend it on Facebook ads, Google AdWords, Bing ads, or YouTube ads, which is also Google AdWords. But people, if you want to create a video, obviously YouTube is probably your best bet. But let's say you're spending money, but your email funnel, you realize that every lead in your email funnel is worth, everybody that hits your email funnel and submits an email, well, every lead is worth $4, right? Well, then guess what? You just have to spend under $4 and you're going to be profitable and you're going to make money. So I'm telling you, you can literally spend on paid ads. You can spend you can get it down to like a cent, and sometimes under a cent per view. And then eventually, I think I'm buying leads right now with that dropshipping sequence that I showed you in the previous lectures. I think I'm buying leads right now. I believe it's right around 83 cents. So literally, I think my leads are worth about $6 to me, and I spend 83 cents to get them. I don't know why I just put a zero there. But I spent 83 cents for $6. So I'm literally trading 83 cents, and then like a couple weeks later, I'm getting $6 back. That's how I scale. That's how I make money with my email marketing sequence, and that's how I make about 7 to 9 grand every single month. Just buying leads on Facebook and Google AdWords for 83 cents. Super cheap. I'm building brand awareness, and I'm also making money because everybody that comes through my funnel is worth approximately $6. So that's it in a nutshell, guys. That's how you drive traffic. If you're scared to go the paid route, or maybe you want to go that route in the future, you just don't have enough money to spend right now. And we're not talking a lot of money. You can get started with like 50 to $100 and just kind of throw it at ads, doing it the right way, not just throwing it at ads, but doing it the right way. And even if you're not buying leads for 83 cents, let's say your leads aren't worth $6, but they're worth even $3, right? You can buy a lead for $2 and you're still making $1 off every lead. And guess what? You're building brand awareness. You're getting people through your email list so you can market to them in the future. There's so many different factors. That's why I love email marketing and email marketing sequences, and I highly recommend you go the paid route. However, like I said, if you want to do this in the future or you just don't want to do it at all, totally fine. You can go the free route. You can make YouTube videos, join social media networks. We've gone over all of them, but that's just in a nutshell how you can generate traffic to your landing page. So ultimately, the more traffic equals the more leads equals the more, obviously, people through your funnel, which equals more money for you. So I hope you like this lecture. I'll see you in the next one.